Next is Lusamine. Lusamine is the main antagonist of the Sun and Moon game. In the anime, it's not very specific. She's shown in a picture with Lily and her unnamed son, in which the son's name is Gladian. All the anime tells us is that she works a lot. This shows that the anime contradicts the game because in the anime, Lily is still innocent. She doesn't know what her mother is doing. All she knows is that she works a lot. So, in the game, Lily had run away with Lusamine's Cosmog. Lusamine was completely furious. She's furious that her son ran away with her Type Null and that her daughter ran away with her Cosmog. She is completely upset and she thinks they're ugly. She thinks this is terrible. These are ugly people. I just want what's beautiful with me. So she turns to the Ultra Beasts. But the first introduction that you get in the game to Lusamine is of her caring with Pokemon. She's caring for Pokemon. She's caring for these little Pokemon, and she's like, I'm showering them with my love. The only touch of evil we get is when she comments, "You're doing a lot for someone who isn't much older than us," in which she replies, "Why, I'm over 40. He's shocked when he realizes she isn't joking, and he comments, "Wow, your style must really help you, man." So she's like, "Your style seems to be a little bit wanting. Maybe I can help you sometime." And Hao responds with, "I don't think anyone can pull off your style except maybe Lily." So now she's informed that Lily is with them. Lily is with these two children. Her Cosmog is with these two children. She can get her Cosmog back. So once she realizes this, she's like, oh, okay, let me change the topic. Because she can't talk about Lily. They don't know that this is Lily's mother. They don't know that she's evil yet. So they are like, oh, okay, whatever. So when an Ultra Wormhole spawns in right next to them, and Lusamine is like, this creature is beautiful. I want to protect it. They kind of blow it off, but they then proceed to fight the UBO1. So now she has left, and the protagonist returns to the Aether House, because Lily had not gone with them. So when the character goes off to Po Town, Lily is captured by Team Skull. Her and Nebby are captured, and they're taken to Lusamine. Lusamine then proceeds to take Nebby and put it in a box. So when the protagonist gets back after fighting Naba and easily defeating him, I'm sure, or I easily defeated him with a sweep from my Raichu, but they get back and Lusamine's like, oh, look who's come to join us. That's like the kind of demeanor she's showing off. Like she's like, hey, I got Nebby in a box here. I'm gonna use his power. So now she summons an Ultra Wormhole after Hao defeats Guzma and you defeat Lusamine. The Ultra Wormhole starts to disappear. She's terrified. She's like, oh my god, no, I can't let this happen. So she and Guzma then enter the Ultra Wormhole. So now Lily she's like, wow, oh my god, she's terrified. She goes to get Cosmog, which has come from the box, but it's not Cosmog anymore. She's confused. She's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? That's the kind of vibe that she's giving off. So then we are taken to rest because, of course, the protagonist Pokemon are like near dead. Mine weren't because, again, I swooped with a Raichu. But we then are taken to the Aether Foundation, like the house. And Wick, who is not a bad character, which is shown, is like, would you guys like to rest? Lily then responds with, I think I want to sleep in the bed that I once shared with my mother when I was small. So she's having an emotional moment here. And the next day, we're shown Lily with her hair up and her backpack from the anime and a different set of clothes. She's like, okay, I'm in my Z-powered form. I'm going to save my mother and I'm going to save Cosmog. So now Lily is filled with a new determination. So we collect both flutes, of course, and we summon the legendary Pokemon, which turns out to be Cosmog. So she's like, oh my gosh, Cosmog, I didn't know you could evolve into this. So then we are shown her, me, or the protagonist, and Lunala or Sigaleo making an ultra wormhole to get into the beast world, in which where her mother had fled after she had been defeated. So once we enter, Guzmo's like, wow. Guzmo, sorry. He's like, wow, y'all are stupid for coming here. I don't know how you got here, but you're here. That girl is beyond gone, is like what he's like telling to us. So Lily is like, I've got to save her. So she rushes ahead, in which the protagonist follows, and then it's shown Lusamine with a bunch of UBO1s floating around her. She then fuses with one, which is completely crazy. She fuses with one and then fights the main protagonist. Protagonist then defeats her again, and Sigaleo or Lunala come in with Sun, Steel Strike, or Moongeist Beam to unfuse her. Once unfused, she falls to the ground. The beast bell in which the UBO when she had fused with is in clatters beside her, and Lily rushes forward. Lily, who is completely scared, she rushes and falls to her knees at her side. She is scared. She's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And then Lusamine's bit of dialogue is honestly so heart-wrenching. It's, Lily, when did you start becoming beautiful? In which she passes out again, and Lily is like, she's smiling, she's happy, she saved her mother, she's beyond happy. Her mother had realized what she was doing wrong, and she, at the end, after she had been defeated two times by the protagonist, she realizes, okay, wow, I was really wrong. So now, we are then taken out of the Ultra Beast world, and Hapu says that Lusamine is not seriously injured, though she needs to be given direct care. So then we proceed to the battle with In-Sun, Solgaleo, and Moon, Lunala, and we catch it. Lily is shown having an emotional moment saying goodbye to Nebby, or now Sigaleo or Lunala, and she rushes away. Lusamine is still, in fact, injured, so now they've realized something. They need to go to Kanto to help her mother, because her mother had fused with a Pokemon. That's why she's ill. But in Kanto, Bill, who is the creator of the Pokemon storage system, had also fused with the Pokemon at some point. So now she's like, okay, I've got to go to Kanto, and I've got to heal my mother. So we haven't yet seen what happens when Lusamine comes out of her coma, but I'm really hoping that this game makes a 2 like Black and White did. But that's all we know about Lusamine. All right. Next